this show going, man.
Hurry up, hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Hurry up!
Come on now. We're gonna have action soon. Right here. It ain't going nowhere.
Boy, yeah, you got some technique, boy. You ain't show me that this summer.
Hey, Wildcat!
Ball at the 5, third down and 2.
That was bad.
Let's go have some fun, bro. We ain't got to talk about too much.
He wasn't playing the ball!
It's holding!
Cliff, the Cliff. How is that not called?
That ain't gonna call a damn thing.
What is the delay for? He's standing right there.
He's taking a card out. He's a piece of paper.
It's that close? Dear Lord.
Hello and welcome with you Aussie guys. I'm AJ. Here with me is G. How are you, G?
Well, mate. Well, the question is how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You doing okay?
Yeah. I'm doing okay.
I heard the start of our last pod that you put out with Randers, which was quite some time ago.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, heartfelt, mate. And that's, I hope
No,
people
thanks for
understand where we've been and what you've been through. And we do have a drink of the pod.
Oh.
And I did this on for you.
Okay.
I've got a couple of glasses, okay.
Look
Granted,
at
they're
that.
not the type of glasses we should be drinking this drink out of. But
Yeah.
what I did is I went to Dan Murphy's, and I don't know why I bring up Dan Murphy's because we've been trying to get we've actually wrote to them to try and get but I went and got, because of your dad, South African, I went and got a South African.
Oh, look at
The best thing I
that.
could find was a wine. So I thought we'd have a drink for your dad.
No, that sounds
of a
good.
South African wine.
Yep.
Um,
Take a photo, tweet it out. We didn't sort of.
Okay.
Well, you did. It was a surprise,
we'll
obviously.
drink it,
but
we'll drink it now. I'll open it up.
Yeah.
If you wanna
Open it
keep
up.
Talking, and
I'll keep talking.
I'll open it up and we'll have a drink to your dad. And
No, I appreciate that. And that episode that I think I put out yesterday had been sitting on my computer for a while, and it had been a bit of a gap. And anyway,
this is a podcast, mate. This is not life.
well, I know.
It's
I know.
not real life. It's something we do for fun.
Yeah. No, true.
God knows we don't get paid.
Thank you.
God knows we don't get paid. Let it air. I don't know.
It's got a nice bouquet on it, but
I could smell it as soon as I opened it.
yeah,
but-
wow.
Did you like the cork that came in? Yeah, mate, everything comes in a screw top. But I'm not a wine drinker, but I just wanted to have something.
I appreciate it.
toast
It's
to your
lovely.
dad.
No, that's a lovely gesture. Put that down there.
It's called the Fat Man, and that had nothing to do. Look at you,
He's a
man.
skinny man.
I know. Look.
Yeah,
at you.
yeah.
Well, you're half your size. Seriously, mate, you are half your size.
I've lost 25 kilos.
25.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Over the last couple of weeks, that's kind of plateaued, but I'll get back into it. I'll
Yeah.
get back on the horse.
No,
But,
mate, you look fantastic.
No, thank you.
So all I have to do now is I've been given the task of finding you a bike, but I don't think that's been the top of your priority.
No.
for the
It
last
hasn't.
Couple of weeks.
Cheers.
Cheers
Cheers.
to your dad.
Yeah.
So, bit worried. I haven't drank wine. Last time I drank wine,
Oh. Ooh.
I sat there and drank 2 bottles while I was talking to a mate on the phone.
Yeah.
And searching the internet, and I felt okay until I stood up.
Yeah.
And then let's just say that it goes down red and comes out quite purple. I felt
This
crooked
is,
as a dog. I haven't had wine since, and that was about probably 7 years ago, maybe even
You're
longer.
kidding me.
Probably even longer, actually.
Wow. This has almost got like a port consistency to it.
Yeah. Not too bad.
I
Not
like
too bad.
it. Let me just put that down there. No, I appreciate that.
Mr.
Thank you
Jansen.
very much. So listen, we are cranking out. Now, I might not put all these out tonight, but we're recording rookie preview,
Yes.
basically. Now, you've got...
Unfiltered, raw. We're not going to edit it.
No, I'm going to spend...
Mistakes we make are the
basically
mistakes we made tonight.
no time editing this puppy. It's just to get it out because the draft is this Friday, Aussie time.
It is.
And listen, you know excuse me. Speaking of editing, I won't edit that out even. So you know most of the names in the first round already, right? The people who are listening to this, you know a lot of the names,
Well, are we
the
talking?
key names.
Yeah, well, there's not going to be too many skill positions players taken in the first round.
No, gee, there's a lot of IDP.
QBs obviously will top the list.
A lot of defense, yeah, and QBs. But you probably have heard a lot of names mentioned, and so we want to drill a little bit deeper than that. But we're not going to. each position, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time. I want to concentrate on the gems, the diamonds in the rough.
Diamonds in the rough.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is, when we talk about the rookies before the draft, to me, these are guys that I like.
Yes.
I have no idea where they're going to go in the draft. I don't know how good they're going to be once they hit the NFL. No one knows that. And it's judged by the amount of guys that, teams that have, professional, well-paid people to go out and find these people and make these decisions to pick these players, and they screw it up quite often. So I've sort of looked at, you have a better idea about these guys after the draft, the landing spot, what type of players are going to be, and the utilisation, and what veterans are in front of them. And but I'm just using this as guys that I look at and just take it for what it is for now.
Yeah,
because there are so many guys in this draft. Is it more than other years? Possibly that position will determine how well they do, but mate, that could be said. Look, there's no
Zeke.
There's no Zeke. There's no Julio. There's no AJ Green. I've heard people compared with AJ Green. There's no one.
No Mahomes.
There's no Mahomes. No, we have one quarterback who throws the ball, throws a beautiful ball.
There's a TJ Hawkinson.
There's a TJ Hawkins. There's the tight end class is he's good. It was good last year, and it's
good again
this year. Yeah.
But let's start.
It's deep in wide receiver.
Yeah.
But no, maybe some guys might become number ones. But are there like a standout number one guy?
There's some good guys.
There's some good guys.
Yeah.
But yeah. As we said, there's no Julio. There's no AJ Green. That doesn't exist at the moment.
And
some may become that.
Yes. And a lot of these guys have got pros and they've got cons.
Yes.
So it's all going to, as you said, it depends.
Some of them probably end up cons.
It's the NFL. Yes, I agree. It will. So listen,
and some of them might end up pros too.
Well, who knows?
If you drop out, you got to make a living somehow.
You do.
They got good physique. Some are good looking blokes.
Oh yeah, my word.
How you make a dollar is how you make a dollar. Oldest profession.
Yeah. Now, let's just start
when I get divorced, they might come in very handy.
Well, maybe. Let's start at quarterback. And the one thing I don't want to do at quarterback, G, is talk about Kyler Murray or Dwayne Haskins, because I feel like that's been done to death and everybody has heard all of that. Can we please start with Will Grier?
You can start with Will Grier, and I've got to go. Look, I'm going to rustle through my papers, and there is a fair few papers.
I know. I can see. Man, you should take a photo of the papers.
Mate, are you looking? I should spread them out all over the floor. They probably cover a whole room.
Hang on.
No, you can't do it like that because you don't see how deep they are.
Well, how can I?
No, don't. Be giving away my secrets. People start reading.
Can't I just do that?
No,
that's a profile shot.
No, I've got to spread them apart.
Oh, okay. You spread them apart later.
It'd be like a deck of cards. Yeah. There's that many of them in there. But one thing I have learnt from this is I've probably just barren part of the Amazon with the amount of paper that I've used. Added to global warming. Made my carbon footprint even bigger.
For a good cause. Who cares?
For a good cause. A hell of a lot of ink used, and my literacy skills have not improved at all. Because, look, where I'm working at the moment, the people who are looking after the house while the owners are away are Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been learning a bit of Spanish because in a couple of months I'll be taking off. Yeah, hola. I'll be. There's a word that comes with that, but I can't remember what it is now. ¿Cómo está? Hola, ¿cómo está?
No, ¿cómo está is Italian. That's how are you. Although it could be the same.
It could be the same.
Could be.
But anyway, hello, how are you?
Yeah.
But I tried to read back through some of these tonight, and I was going through and go, what the hell have I written? But that's just a common occurrence when I start taking notes. But
a bit of a train of consciousness.
I'm thinking maybe the Spanish might be... Maybe English is not my first language. I'm starting to think. Might take this Spanish gig a go, I reckon.
Awesome. So listen, let's talk a little bit about Will Grier. And it's no secret that... and I'm not really giving anything away because he has said it publicly, but Matt Waldman, for example, who we're going to be talking to soon-ish, after post-draft, it'll be a post-draft discussion with Matt, but he does have Will Grier ranked as his number one quarterback based on talent evaluation, not based on landing spot, just purely based on his evaluation of the quarterback class.
That's what all these are, though, aren't they? Because we have no idea where they're landing.
Yeah, precisely.
What I've seen on film.
And the things that I really liked about Will Greer, and we did talk Will Greer with Sheps when we did Draft Circus.
Yes, we did.
I think we didn't we?
We did talk about Will Greer.
Because, like, you've watched a lot more quarterbacks than I have, but I have watched Will Greer. And the one thing that I really did like about him was he's a pocket guy. He's very cool in the pocket, cool under pressure. Like, the pocket collapses, he's pretty, he doesn't sort of lose his head. I think he's very decisive, and he seems to have a good head for what the defense is showing him on the field. And his short to intermediate game is very accurate.
I think, on what you just said, to elaborate on what you just said, I think out of all these quarterbacks here, he puts more balls in the position for a receiver to run and continue running. Like, he leads a receiver to the ball.
Yes.
Like, completions are completions. There's completions where you hit your target, but a completion is if he catches it. So did he have to stop for it? Did he have to go back? Did he have to slow down?
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But Will Greer puts more balls out in front. And the receiver doesn't have to change his momentum or stride or anything.
No. In actual fact, I really liked sometimes when you're watching Will Greer film, they would go to the end zone view. You know, when they're like behind the quarterback? Mm-hmm. They don't do it often, right? But they show you a highlight again and they go behind the quarterback. Sometimes you're seeing this tunnel view of the field, but from behind Will Greer, and you'd see him release the ball into the center of the field. You can't see the receiver.
Just how you release it then?
Yeah,
nice.
Perfect.
Yep.
Beautiful. Tight spiral on that one. Now,
you sure you don't have Italian in you, not South African? You sure? You know that there's a lot of hand movement going on here.
Yeah, I know there is. But when I saw some shots when Will Greer did that, and you could not see the receiver in the frame.
Yes.
He's throwing it to a position, and you can't even see the receiver on the frame, and then you see the receiver running perfectly in stride, bang, ball's in his hands, and off he goes. And that was beautiful to see. Now, I know that some critics of Will Greer will say his deep ball is a little suspect. I saw a deep ball which was decent. I don't know that he's got the best deep ball in the class necessarily.
But I agree. I think his deep ball touch probably needs a bit of work. I think he overthrows a lot of his balls, but that's just probably more on the fact of being safe. You don't want to underthrow it.
Yeah.
Because then you bring the corner into play. Better to overthrow it.
And I think he's got some things about his motion that can be fixed because I was watching a YouTube highlight video where a guy was talking about how he doesn't really use his hips, which is, and when the guy mentioned it, I was like, okay, I can see that now. And sometimes his stance is like really wide, like he has his feet super wide, and it's like, ooh, okay. So, but they're things that can just kind of be fixed, you know.
Well, look, I didn't mind. I thought he had a very good platform to deliver the ball from.
Oh, sure.
But like this, as we speak about every year, quarterback is, and the guys that have been doing this a lot longer, it's the hardest position.
Oh yeah,
to do an assessment on. Geez, if you like when Mahomes came in, I had him at the top of the skill position. Full stop. He was the best player in the offense to come out.
Yeah,
mate, the amount of throws he's just making them on the run. He's doing, he's like I said, he's like John McEnroe. If you're teaching a quarterback to do something, you weren't watching the Texas Tech tape saying this is how I want you to be as a quarterback,
right?
And now this is what they're looking for. Look what we've got coming out this year.
Precisely.
So set a whole new standard, and the pocket passer, tall, big.
And I tell you what's attractive as well is the landing spot could be sneaky good because now you think of guys like Haskins and Murray, they're going to go early in the draft, and the thing across all the skill positions is you go early in the draft, you're going to go to a bad team. I mean, fine, go Dwayne Haskins to the Giants maybe, but that O-line is shockingly awful. So these rookie quarterbacks who get drafted early are not going to get a big opportunity, you know what I mean? But so Will Greer, let's say he lands, for example, a landing spot I like is the Chargers, but other ones that have been mentioned like the Patriots. Now, you end up sit for a year like Mahomes did, okay? Learn a little bit, refine your technique. You sit behind an established, aging veteran, and then maybe...
Well, Aaron Rodgers, how long was he there?
Or Green Bay.
4 years before he started.
But Green Bay would be a good spot. There are lots of good spots. If you think about later in the draft, think about aging quarterbacks. Well, you think about maybe like Roethlisberger, Rivers, Brady.
I think the Chargers are a great one.
Breeze, New Orleans. Yeah.
Is that the quarterback that, you get... the coaches get used to playing with one style of...
Probably.
One type of... Especially the time they've had together.
Yeah. The more I think about Will Grier, the more I like the Chargers and I like the Patriots, because I think that...
How come everybody gets stuck in the Patriots?
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be good? There's 32 teams. You've got to be somewhere else.
No, but I feel that his style could be a little similar to Tom Brady's style in ways. And Phillip Rivers, I think that he has that same kind of... Again, we're talking about pocket passes. So, again, it's kind of scheme fit. You know what I mean? Yeah, anyway. So, did you like Will Grier? What do you think of Will Grier?
Look, I had Will Grier, and we'll talk... When we finish doing each class, we'll give our top five of the position, guys that we like. Mate, I did like him. I found that he sets his feet well. It's a good throwing platform. Like I said, he puts the ball in the best position the wide receivers of any of these quarterbacks. He has the ability to get rid of the ball quickly. He's got good arm speed. He can nail it in there quickly if he needs to nail it in there quickly. He looks comfortable in the pocket. And he's got that sort of I want to win that drive.
Oh, yes, he does.
You can see the drive in him.
Yeah.
We all have drive, but some people show it and are more emotional about it.
And don't you want to see that?
Yeah, of course you want to see it.
Like the Baker Mayfield factor?
Yeah, exactly. There's a good example.
Yeah, perfect.
And Will Grier is that sort of makeup.
Yeah.
And they're the type of guys that you want, mate, when it's the 2-minute drill.
Yes.
You want that guy.
You do. Now, can we segue into someone that's getting a bit of draft hype this last week or two? And I'm not going to really surprise you with it. You know who's coming.
Yes.
But I wonder about this guy. I haven't seen any film of this guy, and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what my colleague G thinks Daniel Jones. From Duke.
Yep.
6'5", 221 pounds. So he's got the size and the frame to prototypical size and frame, but
he's people hate him, people love him. It's just, my God,
what do you think?
Polarizing.
Yes.
Look, I honestly haven't been sold on any of these guys.
Okay.
Right, and this is the whole QB. Like everybody says about the 4 that came out last year, that they are ahead of any of these coming out, but because the quarterback position and what it is,
yes,
all of a sudden these guys rise and everybody starts talking about them. But it's been actually an interesting study to take maybe the last, 5 years of quarterbacks and then rate them against each other as they're all coming out at the same time and get a better idea of who's who. Like you look at Cam, I think Cam Newton's been out for longer. He's been around for a bit longer, but I think he was only a 1-year starter really at Auburn. Yeah. And look at the career he's gone on to do.
Yes.
But Daniel Jones, 6'5", 215 pounds. He hasn't got the best arm.
Okay.
His arm's okay. And I mean that it's not the fact that he can't throw the ball down the field, because he can throw the ball down the field. It's probably the fact that he can't, when you need him to really push the ball into a window.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that arm to do that.
Okay.
But I found him... and mate, his passes are 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. But he makes good decisions. He doesn't turn the ball over. Well, everybody turns the ball over to a point.
Sure.
But he's smart with it. He can read the defense. But is he going to wow you as a quarterback? No. Is he a bit boring? Yes. But you want a quarterback that can step in and not make mistakes.
Yes.
and there's a couple of quarterbacks here, and they've got bigger arms, but, mate, some of the decision-making is just absolutely horrendous. The good's great, and the bad is terrible.
Right.
Daniel Jones is sort of like, vanilla.
Right.
He's not chocolate, he's not strawberry, in the Neapolitan, you want the chocolate bit. No one wants a strawberry. I didn't want the strawberry.
No.
Yeah, so you're stuck with the vanilla.
Okay.
And that's sort of what Daniel Jones is. He feels pocket in the press. He feels the pressure in the pocket, I should say. He's quite a tough QB. Shows a great fortitude, mental toughness. He gets hit a hell of a lot. Look, his offensive line was terrible, mate. I've never seen more receivers drop balls than his receivers. Like we always talk about, mate, wouldn't it be great to see these receivers with a good quarterback? But all the great receivers have crap, except unless you're playing at, you had Kyler Murray. There's always the exceptions.
Yeah.
But most of these good receivers coming out had crap quarterbacks, okay? And here we have a decent quarterback with absolute crap receivers. And I mean, they didn't just drop balls in play. They dropped touchdowns after touchdowns. And easy balls.
Right, okay.
So you look at his completion rate. His completion rate is not fair to him.
Okay.
It gets landed on his doorstep, and, they light the bag, and you come out and you put your foot on to put it out. Next thing you know, got shit all over your shoe. Unfortunately, it's not his fault.
Right.
He's not the one starting. He starts the fire, and the other guys just blow it.
But I'm sure any decent scout would account for that, right? They would look at that and they'd sort of say, well, that's on the receiver. But he put it in the perfect spot.
Yeah, but in the end, people look at numbers.
Yeah.
Analysts look at numbers and go, well, do you look at the film? Well, no, but his numbers, he's like 50%. Yeah, but 50% could have been 67%. His touchdowns could have been another, I reckon I must have seen at least 4 or 5. And I mean easy balls. I'm not just talking like really hard contested 50-50. I mean 100% a pro.
Right.
Bang. Nailed, done, finished, touchdown. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a bit of talk of him in the first round.
Yep.
I feel like that would be shocking to see it happen.
Is he a first round? No.
No.
But he'd probably go in the first round because, of the position.
Quarterback. Yeah.
And there's a lot of teams out there that need a quarterback, and there's some teams that don't need a quarterback this year but are going to need one in 12 months' time. Are we going to be, and they're going to be in that position maybe to grab one in 12 months' time, maybe not.
Speaking of another quarterback that's being spoken about in the first round conversation, you see if you can find him while I talk, mocked often to the Broncos. I think at number 10. I think they pick at 10. And that is a player that, I don't think Joe Flacco would be too happy about a rookie coming in.
Wouldn't be the first time Joe Flacco's lost his job. He should be used to it. It happened to him last year. He should be all over it.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
A player who, when we did the draft circus, I watched the film of this guy and I wasn't very impressed at all. I have not been a fan, but having said that, I haven't watched his latest year. And that would be Drew Lock?
Educate me.
Yeah, Drew Lock, yes.
Drew Lock.
Missouri,
6'3", 225 pounds. Now, I watched him play Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Now, I heard an interview with him about a week or so ago. And, look, as he said, his offense changed this year.
Okay.
So he knew that was going to happen. And look, that is tough. You go into your final year and all of a sudden your offense changes.
Yes.
So maybe, I didn't look at his 2017 tape, and maybe if I had known that, I might have gone back and had a look. But I haven't, and I apologise for not doing my job properly.
No.
But look, from what I saw, he has a tendency at times to stare down his receivers. He has, mate, there's no doubt that he has the arm. But this is when I said before about guys that, the decision making is when he's at his best, it's dynamic. But when he's at his worst, it's abysmal.
Yes.
His decision making.
Yep.
And it's just, what Drew Lock are we going to get? And I don't think I don't think he's one of these guys that you can sort of merge into the middle. And I've heard people say that, Jay Cutler he's sort of that Jay Cutler sort of type thing.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if his demeanour's the same as Jay Cutler, but that sort of, like, we all saw Jay Cutler. Mate, the things that Jay Cutler could do with a football were incredible at times. And then he'd make the most boneheaded decision. And Drew Lock at the moment is very similar to that. So if he can sort of lift the bad,
yes,
without, I don't think he can drop the good, because if those passes that make you incredibly good, they're always with you. That's who you are, part of you. But if you can just get rid of that, the bottom part, and lift it up a little bit, look. If he got drafted by the Broncos, I'm not going near him. I don't think John Elway has not had a very good time picking quarterback.
Oh, no, let's be fair. The scouting department at Denver hasn't had a good time picking quarterbacks.
Yep.
And whether John Elway has turned around and sacked them year after year after year, or whether the same dudes that, selected, said to John, oh, this Paxton Lynch guy looks pretty damn good. I don't know. Is it the same department? Who knows? But yes, John Elway's track record with quarterbacks is abysmal. I think if their selection is Drew Lock, I think a lot of Denver fans will just throw up their arms and just go, oh, far out. Mm-hmm. That's so bad. Like, what a whiff, honestly. Drew Lock's pro day was quite good by accounts, but Dwayne Haskins was. I mean, what does a pro day really mean? Like,
no, you throw in it's a scripted.
Yes, precisely. If you can't do that,
it's like you're an actor and you've studied the screen for 12 months. The scene, and you just have to say the line and get it out of there.
Let's hope you can.
Pretty much what it is. But look, like I said, Drew, like, he's got an arm. He can throw off-platform throws. He can throw it across his body.
Yep.
I don't think our anticipation throws that much. I think he holds onto the ball a bit too long.
Okay.
But look, he misses wide open guys. But yeah, we'll just see. He probably, would he be a first round pick? Yeah.
Ooh, he could be.
Could be.
Could be because quarterback.
Yeah.
And I'll just remind you, Johnny Manziel had a cracking pro day.
Okay, yeah.
He knocked his pro day out of the park. Yeah. So I'll just show you the time. See, 27 minutes.
Look, and another thing that I found a bit concerning was the fact that his awareness in the pocket at times.
Yes.
And we're not talking guys coming from the blind side. We're talking guys coming from his open side, and just does not feel them coming at him at all.
Okay. So listen, we were going to make this really, really tight, as I said, at the top. So listen, there's a few minutes left. Just guys that you want to mention.
None.
We haven't talked. None. Are you kidding?
There's none.
One.
There's
pick
none.
one.
Pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to give us. I've heard people talk about Brett Ripken, but I watched the game against San Diego. I think it was against San Diego State, mate. He couldn't hit the side. Mate, don't worry about hitting the side of the barn, mate. He'd be lucky if he could bloody hit the barn. I'm trying to look through. Ryan Finley, North Carolina State, had a good deep ball touch, great back shoulder throws, but then again, the bad's bad. Probably look. Jarrett Stidham's an interesting guy out of Auburn, 6'2", 214 pounds. He's got a strong arm. The ball comes out quickly. He's athletic in the pocket. He doesn't seem to lose any power from wherever platform he throws it from. He's got a compact throw in action. Well, he does to me, but ain't that great at the quarterback read.
Okay.
He shows touch. He's never flat-footed in the pocket. He's sort of always on his toes, ready to go, ready to move. And it's just one guy could probably keep an eye on. He's a perfect guy to sit for a couple of years and develop.
Matt Waldman compares him to Matthew Stafford.
Oh, mate, fantastic. Yeah, would you complain about that?
No, not at all.
Would you? He would not going to complain if he gets picked up in the draft and he sits behind somebody for a couple of years, and you've got Matt Stafford sitting there.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice. Okay.
Which Matt Stafford, though? The Matt Stafford of a couple of years ago, where he had that good year?
Where he had that good year.
Yeah. Well, his best year. He had a couple of really good years.
Come on, we really like Matt Stafford.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Very underrated guy. Well, listen, anything else quarterback-wise you want to talk about, or should we just move on?
No, we just move on.
Okay.
Please.
And am I going to cut this here, or am I going to go?
No,
just keep going?
We'll give...
we'll go running back and then cut it.
Go running back, then cut it. Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to put two together?
Yeah, do you want to or not?
Yeah, fine. So are we going to do our top five...
Oh, give me the top 5 quarterbacks first.
Top five quarterbacks.
Actually, maybe I will cut it. Give me the top 5 quarterbacks, and then I'll
and
cut
we'll
it.
wrap it up.
And then...
Okay.
Yeah.
So, look, Kyler Murray, I have huge concerns about... Look, the size thing does matter. Like, it doesn't matter from a point of view of delivering a ball because do we have to go through the Drew Brees and...
No. He delivers a good ball.
He throws a beautiful football.
He does.
Beautiful. I actually saw a picture today of him holding a football, and mate, that thing looks absolutely huge. I'm surprised his hands. How big are his hands?
Hang on, I'll see if
Have a look at it, see if you got his hands, because mate, that ball looks absolutely. It's like my son holding a pro-sized football next to his head. It looks huge. Like you look at the bigger quarterbacks, and it looks like one of those little, those little muck around ones to throw down at the beach. But so I've got Kyler Murray, and like I said, the size does concern me. He rocked up, what was it, at the combine at over 200 pounds. But mate, anybody can go across the road to bloody, what is it over in the States where they have Sizzler or whatever, and
Oh, yeah.
or you can eat pasta and just bolt.
I've got his hand size.
What is it?
It's 9.5
Is that?
inches, I suppose.
Okay, it's not
bigger
bad.
than Will Greer.
I was going to say, that's not a bad size for how they say he's 5'10". Mate, I thought it was like a little carny folk guy playing quarterback when I first saw him. He's tiny. He's 5. My brother's 5'11", mate. If he's 5'10", I'll go he'd.
Yeah.
Seriously. So look, I've got him now. I think if he's going to get hit, he doesn't. One thing about him, when you watch his tape, he doesn't get up that quickly after when he gets hit and hit well.
Okay.
A lot of these quarterbacks bounce up, and you just bounce, whether you hurt or not, you bounce up because it's all the ego and it's all the look of it. At 2, I've got Dwayne Haskins. Concerns about Dwayne Haskins as well, but
Yes.
look, there's concerns.
They've all got concerns.
They've all got concerns.
Yeah.
At 3, I've got Daniel Jones, just because of the whole safety part of it, really.
Okay.
At 4, I have Will Greer,
Yes.
and at 5, I have Drew Lock. And look, and Stidham would be really close. It's almost a tie
Okay.
between the two.
Nice.
But I'm giving it to Lock because I'm hoping that he can get rid of the bad decisions and keep the good stuff and what happened this year in the offense in Missouri.
But the footnote to all that is pity the team that's relying on a quarterback in this year's draft.
Oh, look,
If you could wait a year.
Jets, I was going to say the Cards, but okay, they're going to grab another one.
Do you really think they're going to?
Are they?
Are they?
Are they?
I don't think they are.
You don't think they are?
Nah, I reckon it's all just. I think it's just Liars Month. I think it's all just trying to boost the value of that top pick.
Okay, but who knows?
I don't know.
Rosen definitely doesn't know. I heard him doing it, and he has no idea. So they're not telling him because, mate, he ain't that good actor. So, and then who else was there? There was,
Giants.
No. I mean, who grabbed a quarterback last year? We've got the Jets,
Oh, I see.
Bills,
Yeah.
Cards,
The Bills, Cards.
and the Browns.
Oh,
Mate,
The Browns scooped the pool.
They're all sitting back and just... What, mate? Well, Josh Allen. Don't
Who
sleep
knows?
on Josh Allen, mate.
don't sleep on Sam Darnold.
No, don't sleep on any of them.
No.
But Allen's...
But
he's got
Mayfield-
got a little something, mate.
Whew.
Got a little something.
Mayfield's got.
Oh, mate, he's
Little bit
moxie.
around
Mate, he's
him.
got moxie, dude. His blood flows with moxie.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness. Okay, so listen, we're going to just wrap it here so I can pump this one out. But we're just going to sit here, so we're going to go through all of these positions. So even though I'm not going to put them out tonight, I'll put this one out tonight, G.
Okay.
Right? The other ones I'll do like tomorrow or the next day. But anyway, that's quarterbacks. So next will be running backs. So I'm not going to sort of say too much. So anyway, thanks everybody.
See you in a
ready
minute.
for the next one? Okay. Catch you later.